Hello, welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. Myself Rima Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. In the previous sessions, we have seen the unit operation amplifiers and we have seen the main two important topics related to op-amp configurations apart from introduction to op-amp IC 741, that is closed loop op-amp configurations and open loop configurations of op-amp. Now in this session, we are going to continue with the unit operation amplifiers only, and in this unit, today's topic is differential amplifier. So let's start today's session. So first of all, let us see the ideal differential amplifier. Now, as the name suggests, differential amplifiers are those amplifiers which generate the difference of the input signals. So here, the diagram is indicated where two different input signals are given, that is V1 and V2. And at the output side, difference of the two input is generated, that is VO equals to V1 minus V2. Here we can say that the output voltage is proportional to the difference of the input voltage, that is it is proportional to V1 minus V2. If we take the proportionality constant, that will be equals to VO equals to AD into VD, where again VD is V1 minus V2 only and AD is the differential gain. Okay, that means ideal case of the op-amp says that the output should be directly proportional to the change of the input voltages V1 minus V2 and actually the difference of this. Now, let us see what is the output equation for the differential amplifier. So here the output voltage equation is AdVd plus AcVd. Here AD is the differential gain and AC is the common mode voltage gain. And Vd equals to differential voltage and Vc is the common mode voltage. Now what is the difference between differential mode output and common mode output? So in differential mode output, the inputs that are V1 and V2 are different. That means, let's say for example, if V1 is 10 volts, so here the differential mode means that the input voltages are different. That means, let's say for example, V1 equals to 10 volts, then V2 will be equals to 5 volts. That means they are not equal of same value. And if both the inputs are equal, that is called as the common mode operation. That means both the inputs will be of same value. Let's say for example 10 volts or 5 volts, but both values will be equal. So here, when the two inputs are different, that will be called as the differential mode of operation. And if the two inputs are same, that will be called as common mode operation. So here Vd equals to V1 minus V2, that is difference of the input signal, and Vc, that is common mode voltage, that is equals to V1 plus V2 by 2, that is the average of the two inputs. Now next is CMRR. So for this case, CMRR, that is common mode rejection ratio, that is equals to 20 log 10 AD by AC, where AD and AC are differential gain and common mode gain respectively. Now let us see the examples of this on the pages of the equation VO AdVd plus AcVc. So here consider the data of the example given as determine output voltage of differential amplifier for input voltage of 300 microvolts and 240 microvolts respectively. Here differential gain, that is AD, equals to 5000 and CMRR is 100. So this is the data given to us, that is input voltage V1 300 microvolts, V2 240 microvolts, differential gain AD, that is 5000 and CMRR equals to 100. Now we need to find the output voltage. So the output voltage equation is what? AdVd plus AcVc. Here we are given the differential gain value AD, that is equals to 5000. So we can use the formula of CMRR to obtain the value of common mode gain, because CMRR value is also given to us. So we know that CMRR equals to AD by AC, that is equals to 100. Putting the values in this equation, we will get the differential gain AD, that is equals to 5000 divided by 100, that is equals to 50. Now, putting these values in the equation, we will get VO, but for that we need to find the differential voltage VD and common mode voltage VC. VD is what? V1 minus V2, that is 300 microvolts minus 240 microvolts, that is equals to 60 microvolts. VC equals to average of the two inputs, that is V1 and V2. So that will be equals to V1 plus V2 by 2, that is equals to 300 plus 240 by 2, that is equals to 270 microvolts. Now, placing all these values in the equation VO, that is equals to AD/VD plus AC/DC, we will get 5000 into 60 plus 50 into 270. That will give us the value 313500 microvolts. You can call it as 0.313 volts. So this is the value obtained for the equation VO, that is equals to AD/VD plus AC/DC. You can have the different set of values for this. You may given the common mode voltage and not given the differential voltage gain. You may not given the CMRR values and common mode and differential values are given. So all of this shuffling can be done for the example point of view. You need to use a formula, that is VO equals to AD/VD plus AC/DC, and according to that, by placing the values, you can obtain the output of the differential amplifier. Now, next is the emitter coupled differential amplifier. So, in this diagram, the basic BJT differential pair is indicated. Now, here in this topic, the mentioned thing is emitter coupled differential amplifier. That means the emitter terminals of the transistors are coupled together. So, see in this diagram, these are the two transistors, Q1 and Q2 indicated. These are the NPN transistors. Supplies are given to the source terminal to this VS1 and VS2, and the emitter terminals of both these transistors are coupled together for the resistance Re, that is equals to parallel with Re1 and Re2. Here plus VCC and minus V is also given, and output is obtained from the collector terminals. Here you can see the IC1 and IC2 currents, that current flowing through the collector terminal of the transistors Q1 and Q2 respectively. So this is the diagram of basic emitter coupled differential amplifier, where two BJTs are used, having the terminals base, current, base collector and emitter, whose emitter terminals are connected together. Inputs are given to the base terminals of these two, and output is obtained from the collector terminal. Okay? Now, if we look at the operation of the emitter coupled differential pair, there are two modes of operation. First one is operation in differential mode, and the second one is operation in common mode. So let us see first one, that is operation in differential mode. So in this, in differential mode, two inputs given to the terminals will be different to that of each other. So for that, standard wave transformer is used, which will provide the phase shift to the two input terminals. So as you can see over here, at the Q1, the signal is indicated, and here at Q2, the signal which appears at the base terminal of this, that is inverted to each other because of this standard wave transformer. Here, due to the use of standard wave transformer, the phase shift will be introduced to that of two different inputs. Now, the output is obtained from the collector terminals. So as you can see over here, the base signal appears like this, and exactly opposite will appear at the collector terminal of Q2. Same way, whatever the signal appears at the base terminal of Q1, exactly reverse will appear at the collector terminal of the input. That is a property of this emitter coupled differential amplifier. So if we look at the output terminals, that is the collector terminals, two exactly same and opposite in phase signals appear, which will cancel out each other, making the output of this differential mode 0. So remember that in ideal condition, the output of the differential mode of operation in emitter coupled differential amplifier is 0 because of the equal magnitude and opposite phase signal appearing at the collector terminal or the output terminals of this transistors. Now, let us see the operation in common mode. So as the name suggests, in common mode, the inputs will be equal or else common, that is exactly same to both the base terminals of the transistors. So here, both inputs are in phase with each other. The same supply will be given to both the terminals of the transistors. So here you can see this signal appears at the base terminals of two op amps, two transistors, and exactly same will appear at the collector terminal, that is reverse to each other. So at the output side, exactly same, that is equal in magnitude and equal in phase signal appears. They will not cancel out each other, so we will get the double output to that of input. Okay, so here in this operation in common mode, if we look at it, we will not have the output 0. Instead, we will have double output to that of input. So remember that why in operation in differential mode have 0 output and why in common mode operation have the non-zero output. Okay. Now let us say differential amplifier configuration. So there are basically 4 configurations for differential amplifier. First one is dual input balanced output amplifier. Second one is dual input unbalanced output amplifier. Third one is single input balanced output amplifier. And the fourth one is single input unbalanced output amplifier. Now what are the differences between these 4? So the first one, that is dual input balanced output amplifier. As the name suggests, it will have two number of inputs and it is balanced output. That means the number of output will be equal to number of input. That means it will have output 2. Second one is dual input and unbalanced output amplifier. So your dual input says that the number of input will be 2, but as it is unbalanced, the output will not be equal to the number of inputs. That is, it will not be equal to 2. Instead, it will be equal to 1. That's why the name dual input unbalanced output amplifier. Third one is single input balanced output. That means number of input will be equal to 1 and number of output will be equal to 1. Next is single input unbalanced output amplifier. That means it will have the number of input 1, but as it is unbalanced, it will not have the number of output 1. Instead, it will have the number of outputs 2. So these are the 4 differential amplifier configuration based on the number of inputs and output parameters. First one, dual input balanced output, that is number of input 2, number of output 2. Second one is dual input unbalanced output amplifier, that is number of input 2, number of output 1. Third one is single input balanced output, that is number of input 1 and number of output 1. Fourth one is single input unbalanced, that is number of input 1 and number of output 2. Okay, I hope that this configuration concept is clear to you now. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you for listening.